One of the most important themes that I would like to talk with you is references. My simple rule for this theme is no references means no project. But how it could be, because we have a million photos in the internet, it's not a problem to find a picture of anything. It's not that simple. First of all, references is not just photos. And basically, best references is not photo at all. Because the best references is real object. If you have it on your desk, you could just watch it from different angles and you can check details in any time. It's really useful. But unfortunately, it's not really possible in common life. For example, as a weapon artist, I basically have no weapons at my home. And this is the reason why we decided to use the photo as the main references, because it's possible to find them and it's basically impossible to have all objects that you need to model. Think that we have a million photos in the internet. It's often useless images, because if you just Google AK references, for example, and you will scroll down in the Google images, you will see the million of same photos from left or right sides, not really high quality. Most of them are copy of each other, and you don't need them. You must find the good references. What does it mean? The references must be separated in different themes. For example, we need the references for sizes, for functionality, for parts that hidden inside of mechanism, parts like high quality pictures from different angles, from top, from sides, from some strange angles to find the unexpected details where you don't think that there are. And the more important references is references for textures. As we know, that many of pictures are low quality, or it's just new gun or new any other object. Example of for my theme that limit your amount of details that you could put in your project, because if you can't find them on the references, you can't put them on your model because you don't have references for them. Also, I would like to mention the bad practice when some people use the references from ArtStage. They see other artists' works and decide to use them as references. This is a bad idea, because we all have problems and some mistakes in our projects. Even if you think this model is perfect and you would like to remake it, no, it's not like that. For example, one of my, I would say, the most successful project in my ArtStation portfolio at that moment, it was PLK handgun. Yeah, it was a kind of good project and I'm kind of happy about that. But if you see in details, it's not following the references one by one. And this bevel, which isn't exist in my project, I just basically forgot about this detail and I forgot to make it. Yeah, it's not affect the final look, but if you want to make a perfect project, you need to follow the references, which is real object, not my 3D work, because I have mistakes. You probably will have some problems and some issues on the model, and you just plussing your problems with my problems, you'll have twice more problems instead of having only your one. And let's make one step back. Let's talk about the texture references. One of the main problems in the internet, people don't really like to show problems on the objects. The people are sharing, they think, see, I bought new things and I want to share it with my friends. I'm just trying to find a good light. I watched the thing before taking a photo. I'm getting really cool pictures, but it's bad references, especially for textures. You need to find the really bad one. Yeah. Fortunately, we have some cases when you can find it's some stores for secondhand things when the people showing, and for restoration channel when the people are showing the thing that they took are in a bad condition and trying to fix it and make a new one. It's really good because you can find the different states of objects, new one in the process of washing or fixing, and old one, or in opposite way. This is really cool for us. We have to find new ways to selecting references, because now with average level of quality of art in the internet, in the industry of particularly in the gaming industry, is high. Yeah, and you have to follow the top level. You must find the good references, because references are determine your top level of your project. It's like you limit quality in the beginning of the project. You even haven't started modeling, but you already know the top level that you could achieve But if you choose bad references, the level would be lower, and it's not good. You even haven't started the project, but you already know that it could be okay, but not good, not great. There are a couple good ways to find the good pictures for references and texture references, but recently I found a new way of finding references. It's not so new for everyone and just for me, basically. As I know, the 2D, mostly character artists use that a lot, and this is the references pack. 2D artists use it as for poses, for some muscle references, how they're looking different, and we could use the same thing too. Recently, I found one of the great artists on ArtStation that posted reference pack for Makarov handgun. This is really cool. Just check the details. You could make them too on your project. You could even make masks using the references and to repeat these cool details, cool scratches on your gun too. This is really cool example. And I think in the midterm, we'll see more and more reference pack for some particular pieces, for props, for weapons. I'm pretty sure about that, and I'm sure that we will have more references for materials, leather looks in different situations, how wood looks, metal, and all this stuff. Because now we kind of have more references for PBR values, all this thing, and might be some detail maps from Quixel Megascans, and then we will have more and more super accurate, super carefully taken details. It's really what I would like to follow. And at the end, summarize my thoughts, I would say that it would be really great to put more attention to gathering references on the beginning of the project. I hope you understood. It doesn't make sense start the project without the good references. I would like to recommend you just follow this simple rule: no references, no project. Thank you and goodbye.